Hello everyone, my name is Ritika Naik-Navarre, and today I will be talking a little bit about the company known as Celgene. So you might be wondering, what is Celgene? So Celgene is actually a pharmaceutical company that was recently bought by a larger pharmaceutical company known as Bristol Myers Squibb. You might have heard of it. It's pretty big and pretty well known. So Bristol Myers Squibb is a global pharmaceutical company that not only discovers and creates medical solutions and pharmaceuticals, but it also researches them, delivers them, and manufactures and delivers them as well. They also have a great focus on innovative medical solutions. So this includes everything from drug delivery systems to medical devices to other innovative forms of therapy that no other company quite uses yet. It is a fairly large company that employs over 30,000 professionals worldwide, and this is in a variety of fields, of course, including research and development, but also marketing, analytics, manufacturing, and etc. In addition to this, BMS actually manufactures and develops pharmaceutical solutions and products in a variety of different medical treatment and conditions and diseases. So it focuses on diseases and conditions such as cancer, inflammatory diseases, HIV/AIDS, and diabetes, just to name a few. Some others are psychiatric conditions and hepatitis conditions. So now to focus a little bit more on Celgene itself. So Celgene is the smaller daughter company, as I mentioned before, of BMS, and it has around 9,000 employees. So it's definitely smaller than BMS, but not as small as you might quite expect. And its focus is on cancer and inflammatory diseases. So Celgene is actually a very successful company and was voted number 40 on the Forbes list for World's Best Employers in 2019, and it's in the top 200 growth champions as of 2018. So it's definitely a highly professional, highly developed company that is up and coming. Its headquarters are based in Summit, New Jersey, but they do have a variety of other locations in the United States. I know one of its larger facilities is located in Delaware, and they have a scattered number of facilities throughout the DMV area. So this is a visual of one of the locations of Celgene, and this is a graphic that illustrates the areas of focus and the achievements and accomplishments of Bristol Myers Squibb and Celgene combined. So the position that I'm interested in is the device and packaging intern. So you might be wondering, what exactly is this position? What does it mean, and what would this intern do? So as an intern, as a device and packaging intern, I would support a team of professional engineers working in the field in the product and process engineering of drug delivery devices field. So I would be helping them in essence with their testing, their drug delivery procedures, and their day-to-day jobs. I would also have the responsibility of designing and executing mechanical lab experiments, so I would help the engineers conduct experiments and tests on these drug delivery devices. In addition to that, I would also participate in investigations of already commercialized products, so comparing products that are already on the market versus the products that the Celgene is developing, and analyzing what the benefits and what it's missing to help improve our drug delivery system and develop better products. In addition to all of that, interns would also be responsible for designing and executing testing methods to evaluate the functionality of said medical devices. So making sure that the medical devices that Celgene or BMS has are working, they're up to date, and don't need any improvements. So you may be wondering, Celgene and BMS being such a large company must have a tons of positions available. So why would I choose this position specifically? So what appealed to me about this position specifically was the hands-on experience that it provided, not only with targeted drug delivery devices and combination products, but also with the industry as a whole. So definitely it would give me a lot of exposure to the pharmaceutical industry and what it's like to work alongside professional engineers in that field on a day-to-day basis. It would also allow a good amount of independence in terms of performing investigations and experiments and testing and reporting. So that would allow me to grow and develop in my own way without a certain amount of micromanaging that some companies may do to their interns. In addition to this, after doing a considerable amount of research on the company culture and its environment itself, it became clear to me, and it is very apparent that the learning environment at Celgene is quite comfortable, and it allows for great side-by-side learning amongst the top leading engineers in product testing and packaging engineers in the world. So you might be wondering, okay, I understand the intern position, but why Celgene in a whole specifically? There are tons of other biomedical companies out there, so why choose Celgene? So Celgene actually is a great company that has a very unique program known as the Golden Ticket Program. So although I will not be able to use this position currently, it's definitely a great future opportunity that this internship might help me achieve. So the Golden Ticket Program is a program where Celgene or BMS selects and awards a certain research thesis in the biomedical device field or a certain smaller startup, and awards them all the funding, resources, workspace that they might need to further their thesis or further their research development. So that's definitely something that I'm very interested in going into the future. And this internship could help give me the insight that I need, the experience that I need to qualify for such an award, and put me on the right path to hopefully the Golden Ticket Program. In addition to that, Celgene's field that it works in, the pharmaceutical field, the privatized pharmaceutical field, is something that I am incredibly interested in professionally and would love to work in after post-graduation. And along with all of that, after doing research on its company's culture, it does seem to match what I would hope to have in a company. Definitely a larger, more professional company is something that I personally am looking for, so that would be a great fit for me. So the position requirements are you are required to work full-time from June through August, 40 hours a week, for summer 2020. In addition to that, it does require a certain amount of technical skills, which includes reading of mechanical drawings and models, and experience with Word and Excel, and preferably CAD as well. In addition to that, skilled in communication, technical writing, and giving oral presentations. So definitely having those great communication skills is something that they value. In addition to that, it's also preferred that you are enrolled in a bachelor's degree, seeking a degree in biomedical engineering or mechanical engineering, and I do happen to meet all of the said requirements. So I do have some questions for Celgene, and some of the questions include what they would describe as a typical day for one of their interns. So that's definitely very important for me to know, just to know my day-to-day responsibilities. How would you describe your company culture? That's another thing that could really help. If you hear it from the employer itself, it's a great way to know what they prioritize and what they believe their company culture is. What would qualify your internship positions? Would you qualify your internship positions as more team-based or individual-based? So that, again, gives me a better idea of what I can expect as an intern. What would you say your company's values are? Are there opportunities for professional development as an intern? If so, what are they? What would you say is the most challenging aspect of this position? So those questions, along with showing the employer that I'm interested, also prepare me for what to expect from this position. Who will I be working most closely with? Again, prepares me for the position and lets me know if I'll be working in more of a research setting or in a testing setting, or if I'll be working with the product designing team or other interns themselves. And lastly, what is the key to succeeding in this role? So are there key skills that I should highlight or try to implement, and what do they value most? So that can help me identify what I need to push forward the most when I am in this position. So thank you so much for listening to my presentation about Celgene, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.